Hello guys, this is Sanawali, and I am one of the uh, designer of stemsbymelimitted.co.uk. Owner is Tony DeRock, and I am making tutorial for her products today, and I will be using something else today. I have actually shown you lately. I've shown you some stencils from Stems by Me Limited, but today I will be using one of the stamps I got from Stems by Me Limited. A really beautiful stamp from Stems by Me Limited, that is Imala. Imala's owner is Carly Duff, and I'm the DT design for Stems by Me, so she has these stamps as well. As you can see, this one is butterfly, and I will be using making a really simple project. Will make it as fast as possible, and today I will be just stamping the image and nothing else with my really small tag. I will give you the detail of the tag, the size of the tag, and the size of the tag is about 4 inches by 2.5 inches. I have already cut it off with one of my dies and through a die cutting machine, and you can use any shade you want for your background, your die your tag or card or whatever you want to use this project on. I'm using this stamp. I haven't taken out it from the sheet, acetate sheet it comes with, because I don't have a larger stamping platform, so I will be using this one. I know it is not really that comfortable, because if you actually have a stamping platform, it is actually really easier for you to stamp 2 or 3 times. So what I will be doing is, let's start the project. What I will be doing is, I will be using these 3 ink pads. One is VersaFine Onyx Black ink pad. The other is these two are Distress Ink by Tim Holtz. This one is Dusty Concord, and this one is a Picket Raspberry. Let's see what we do today, and let's start our project. It's a really simple project, and I just thought I would go with a really simple project. Okay, let me see how much I want. What I'm doing right now is, I'm just checking how much I want to cover my tag, and I am using right now black Onyx Versamark, covering the whole thing up. What I'm doing is, I'm trying not to move too much, so my camera does not move with my movement. I tried the last most probably you guys have watched my last video of the first tag I made, and I know it woggled a little bit, and I tried to move my camera somewhere else, but it did not work, and I am making this project again with the same position of the camera, and let's see how it works this time. Okay, and I have actually inked it a little bit more, the stamp, because I just wanted it to look really different and cute. Let's see how this works, hoping for the best. What I've done is, I just positioned, I had it in my hands. This is also one of the hacks you can use. I just made sure that my hands did not move too much, because if you move too much of your hands on your project, what will happen is, the base of your project, the cardstock or your tag or anything you are using, it would get smudged, double shades, if you don't have the stamping platform. So I made sure my hand did not move too much, and because this is a black ink pad, and I'm using, the base is pink, I want the black background stamp to be as dark as possible. As you know, if I had a stamping platform, it would have been easier for me to stamp it twice or thrice. So I am trying to make it as dark as possible. I guess I moved it a little bit, but I'm guessing that it would work for you guys, what I did, and it would give you a little bit of idea that what I was going to do and what I wanted to do. Okay, now I'm misting one of my tissue papers and cleaning this mess up which I made, and I think this will not go off now. My luck, bad luck. As you can see the tag, what I want to do is I just wanted to make it a really simple one. I'm not doing anything else on it, only I will be using these two shades to splatter these shades, because I know they both are dark shades, and let's see how it comes off. What I am doing right now is I'm using acetate sheet, as you can see, and I am pressing the stamp down on the acetate sheet, because as you know, this is water based. Your stamp is water based, and acetate sheet is kind of a transparent plastic, a thin plastic, where your ink will not dry up. Only the alcohol or the permanent inks dry on the acetate sheet, which would ruin your sheet actually. Okay, now what I'm doing is I've misted a little bit of my acetate sheet on the side with water, and I am trying to smudge it. Use the brush, and I will start splattering on my doing the splatter on my project, and see what I come up with. Because what happens is the idea is to show you guys that what you are doing is the image you have used on your project, whatever the project is, you can keep it dark, go for a darker shade, as I did with this stamp of Imala, and then you can I'm actually doing a lot of it because I want 2 to 3 shades. I will see if these 2 shades work on this. If it doesn't, then I will definitely use one more shade on it. And here it goes. Now I will be using picked raspberry, as you can see, and I am smudging it on my acetate sheet. Again, I am misting my acetate sheet with water. And okay, let me clean my brush first, because I don't want the pink shade and the purple shade to mix together. And what I'm doing is I'm cleaning my brush right now, and let's see what happens. Okay, one more thing, what will happen after this is it will give me lighter and the darker shade, if you know what I mean. If you guys have worked with it, you will know that it will, after drying, it will give me some of the lighter shade and some of the darker shade. As you can see, the splatter is covering all the flowers. This was the idea, that I wanted the splatters to cover the flowers, and I did not actually wanted to shade them with markers or color pencils or my alcohol or my inks or anything. As you can see what it is giving me, and it is actually giving me a really beautiful effect. And what I will do right now is I will also use 2 more shades with it, as I am liking the effect it is giving me. I will use peacock feathers. Let's see what happens. We can always use it. and work on it and see how it goes. I will be using mustard seed on it. Actually, this is supposed to be this tutorial should be splatter effect. The splatter effect you get for your stems only. And I have actually ruined my base, my beautiful mat, which I was thinking will not be ruined. It's okay, I will try to clean it up later on. Let's see if I can actually clean it up or not. Hopefully I can, and I'm hoping that you guys like my tutorial. And I'm guessing that I'm thinking that after this I will get a really different tutorial next time. Maybe some let's see, I'm not saying anything, let's see what happens. A proper card or something. And I have again misted my acetate sheet, and using my brush I will again splatter. I'm splattering with my finger. I'm guessing you guys will not be able to see the actual effect it is giving me, all these shades, because the reason is because the camera does not always give you the proper shade, proper color in the camera of what we are teaching our tutorial. I know that by experience. And yes, I will upload the picture, so I'm hoping that it shows the actual effect. If it does not, you guys at least get the idea of what I have actually done with my tutorial. And I'm hoping you guys use it in a really good project of yours, which I'm sure you will be making. And yes, please do give feedback of the tutorial and how you guys like it. And if you guys have actually made one. Okay, right now I'm using peacock feathers, and again I am misting my brush with water, and again I am blending it with water, the color. And here it goes. Okay, right now I don't have a white shade, so I would advise you guys to go for a white shade, white color. If you have some in tube, you can always use watercolor on it for the splatter. It's okay if you want to use it. Here it goes. This is the effect I actually wanted. And okay, I will actually show you. Not sure if the camera is showing it properly or not. Yes. Okay, now because I don't want any more shades on my project, on my tag, I'm satisfied with the shade. And you can always use a lighter shade for the base. I went with the pink one because I just wanted to see how it works. I usually work on lighter backgrounds. I wanted to make really a different effect, different project for this stamp, and I'm hoping you guys like it. And secondly, what I will do is I'm using this stamp, thinking of you, to for a sentiment. If you guys want, you can. If you don't, it's not necessary. Not a hard and fast rule. Should I go with the purple one? Not sure where should I go with it. Hopefully on my next project, what I will do is I will mix few of the make it a few layering project with flowers or fussy cutting or something like that. That's what is on my mind for my next project. So let's see, I can make it sooner. And yes, I will try this out because I feel like I should do this one, go for this one. Maybe it will not show, maybe it will show. Let's see how it goes. No, it did not go. I guess the purple one gave me a really lighter shade of Thinking of You. But I think I will not do anything else, or you can always go make one over here. I think I will just go ahead and try out the darker shade, the peacock feathers. I know it will not actually ruin my project, because I know, because you know, if you guys have seen it or you have been working for a long time, you always have some sentients all the way around on your project, so it's not a big deal. You can again use it if again go for a senti somewhere else if you want. My small projects are almost always going for 18 minutes. That's my small projects, and right now I'm laughing. Thinking of You. Here it goes. And these are the shades I have used. These are all the shades I have used, and this one. And I will also put the tag with okay, what I will do is, for the finishing up, I guess I will go with the purple one, the purple tone, and just shade it a little bit, not too much of it, but a little bit. That's what I feel like, that I guess my project would be complete if I do that. And I am trying to find my finger dauber, which I can't actually find. Or should I use something else? Should I go for the green one? Not sure, because I can't really find my finger dauber for the purple one. I guess I will use this one, and let's see how it works. Yes. One more thing, when you are seeing a project, this is really important. When you are seeing a project on a tutorial, what happens is we are doing it like we are just like recording it as fast as we can, right? So as you guys know, the ink pads dries up a little bit later on. So I will try to take a picture of it later on, so I know this would actually change the project. The shade, when it dries up, I know the color would look really different, and it would give me a really beautiful effect. And here is the thread I am using. This is a weird silkish thread I have, the pink one, and I am using it on this one. Okay, other thing, the size I have made, what you guys can do is you can make a few of these projects or as in your like tag, and what you can do is you can keep it on your make some for your scrapbooks or a larger card, where you can just go ahead and use it for 2 to 3 tags on it. You can do that. You can also go for some embellishment on here. It's really up to you. If you want really darker one, you can also use this one. You can go for a lighter shade, the stamp and then use all the dark splatters, and then go for black with this Senti Thinking of You. I hope you guys like my project, and I'm trying to make some really different things for you guys, and trying my best for different projects and thinking about what to make next. Hopefully you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please do give feedback of how you guys like it. Okay, bye bye, take care.